Hey guys, it's Jsnow with a WoW gold making video. So for this video, you will need access to Argus. You will need to have completed this first storyline to get the ability, Light's Judgment. I'm not sure if it's when you complete the storyline or you get it a bit later, but you need Light's Judgment as it calls upon a huge blast to do 6 million damage to all enemies around you, which is really needed, especially when you pull a lot of enemies, and you are gonna pull a ton of enemies. So you definitely need that ability to speed this up. You'll need Darkmoon Firewater, as that allows you to reduce the cast time of collecting herbs and ore. You basically need it for the herbs because when mobs, even if you have 10 mobs on you, you can get the herbs really quick. You will need a tanking class. Now, why do you need a tanking class? Because tanking classes can't be stunned while riding. And you will, if you try to do this on a regular non-tanking class, you will get stunned, and it will decrease your gold per hour by a lot, and you will get stunned a ton, because the amount of enemies on this world is ridiculous. Because I guess it's because you're fighting the Legion or whatever. You know, it's supposed to be tons of Legion demons all over the place, but it's quite a ton and a little bit excessive, but I doubt Blizzard's going to change that, so you're just going to have to deal with it. So with a tanking class, you don't get stunned, and you'll be able to take on as many enemies as you want to, pretty much. And I recommend the item level at least 900, minimum 880, so you can actually survive taking on a lot of enemies. I do not recommend on Argus. You want to be on Crocon, because this is probably the best spot to farm. You don't want to be on Artonian Waste for a couple of reasons. A, the enemies are a lot stronger. B, the map is really hard to navigate. And C, it's just there's something called something Axis, not Jiraxis, but something Axis that pops up that kills all players that are not in a safety zone, which I just find really annoying. It doesn't happen that often, but it's like once that happens, it's like, oh, you're screwed if you're not near one of the major starting points. So now with all that set up, let's get right into it. You want to skip by the Crocodile Hovel. You don't want to run right into the Obliterator, because that would be real stupid. So we're going to pass right by him. And then you're going to head into the right to the forest. So we'll go right here to the Petrified Forest. So I'm not going to go all through the forest, but basically it's a circle. If you see, just follow the road and you'll get a bunch of mining slots. The only one I wanted to point out was in this little hovel to the right. There's actually, nodes inside of it, so I'm actually just going to pick this one up right here really quickly because I don't want to lose out on that gold. And there's also some above, but for some reason I can't actually get it. So then we're going to head right out of there and head back to the main road. Next is in the pits, the Earthian pits or whatever it's called. So right around here, there's not really too much to get, but there's usually about 3 nodes. I also forgot to mention that Darkmoon Firewater is a must here. So you can get Darkmoon Firewater for like absolutely nothing. It's usually like maybe 100 gold for a stack of 20. Because what it'll allow you is to pick up herbs really quickly. Even if you have 10, 20 mobs on you, you can pick up all the herbs really quick. So right here we're actually finding quite a lot of nodes. So I'm just going to pick these all up. And what you want to do is just go around the edge. And you'll find a seam over here. So that's pretty nice. And then we're going to head over to the back. So I am stuck in combat for some reason. Oh, that's why. I'm going to try not to be in combat for this video. So what you want to do is go around here, move up, and you're going to go straight into there and to the right. Alright, so we went all the way straight, and then we're going to go to the right again. And up here at the Seat of Annihilation is a, usually is a seam here, but it really depends on if you want to run here or not. A lot of the times it's not worth it, but usually a seam spawns right over there. Otherwise, if you don't want to take that path, then head right back to where the Fell Reaver was. Alright, next you're going to be at Destiny Point, which isn't really marked on the map, but it's just above the Crocodile Cover and to the right of Annihilation Pits. So before you go straight down, you want to actually make another right. Seems like we're making lots of rights in this game. So you're going to head up to Naxxrax's Hold, and you're going to be in the Grove of Aurora. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but basically you just go in here. It's a really small area with a bunch of panthers in it, and oh my goodness, there's so much stuff here. But it's basically a small area with panthers, and you just go inside, so you can look on the map, and you just want to be farming right over there. Alright, so next you want to go through towards Naxxrax's Hold. There will be a different amount of nodes around here. So this is one of the hardest parts, probably the hardest part to farm, because there's so many mobs around. But there's so many juicy nodes around too. So as you can see, there's a bunch of nodes here. So here's a good example of where I can just grab the herb really quick. And you can run over here, go all the way up, So pretty much you're just going up here, and there's like an alcove above and below where you can get some more loot. I mean, this is really up to you, but this is probably one of the hardest parts of the farm. Alright, so after you farmed your heart's content, you're going to be going around. This is another super hard part, because you're going to be going around towards the Jsnow, or whatever that's called. And this is where there's tons of mobs, so I'm actually going to skip that node as much as I want it. Because there's a, what do you call it, an abomination, or what do you call it, fell something, I found its name. It has 20k HP, so you definitely don't want to really run into that. But as you can see, there's lots of deposits on this road. So we're just running through them, and there's a seam here, so I'm actually just going to grab this really quick. Alrighty, so now for the easy part. Once you get on this road, you just want to head all the way down. There'll be a couple of nodes here. This is, I guess if you World Quest Group Finder hop, which, let's see, World Quest Group Finder. I forgot how to do it. There you go. World Quest Group Finder. I have a video for it on my channel, but basically you find a World Quest Group Finder, what do you call it, add-on that allows you to hop. I mean, a server hop add-on. What am I talking about? Look for a server hop add-on, and this is probably the easiest place to farm because there's no mobs really here except for little tigers and stuff like that. So pretty much you're just going to be going all the way down until you get to the fork in the road again. Alright, so once you get to the fork in the road, I noticed there was a couple of nodes going to the right. Well, no, going to the left of me. So this left pass does have a couple of nodes, and it brings you right back to Corcoran Hovel or the Annihilation Pits. Usually I skip that area, but I found a seam and like 2 other plants. It wasn't too bad. So now I'm going to be heading over to the Xendar, and this is where the herb and mining gets a little bit slower. So it's really up to you. I'm not actually going to run around there, but basically if you follow my mouse, you can just campus this circle. There's nothing in the middle where the orange stuff is that I remember exactly, so let's just take a quick look. Yeah, right in the middle where the orange is, I don't think there was any nodes. And then on the other side I maybe found 1 or 2 nodes, but I found it not to be really worth it. So instead of going there, what you want to do is head right back. There's not really a road here. I mean, it doesn't show a road, but you just want to follow the road that's here. It doesn't show up on the map, and you'll find a couple of other nodes while running. Alright, so here we have proof of sale. Didn't take too long to actually sell, so we have both our Imperiums sold, so that's just going to estimate that's pretty much 6k, so 7k right there. And then we have our 7 plus 6, what do you call it? So we have about 13k. We're just going to say 13k. So yeah, 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, not adding the other things. So yeah, 13k gold. So that was about an hour's worth of work, maybe an hour and 20 minutes, but not too bad. And that is pretty much it. So this should net you about 10k per hour, depending on your server price, of course. Minimum 5k. I don't see how you can make less than 5k doing this, just because of how hard it is to get the herbs and ore quickly. So you shouldn't have, even if you do have competition, it's not going to be like fast competition, not to mention bots. Not sure if any bots are actually here yet, so definitely make use of this time before the bot wave comes in, even though this is going to be a hard place for really stupid bots to go in, so I don't see that being an issue. And then you're going to end up right back at the Corcoran Hovels by going through this thing. So thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more gold videos and other World of Warcraft videos. I do mostly PvP videos since there's not much gold making videos to make. But thanks for watching as always. Hit the subscribe button, like button, all those good buttons. And I shall see you guys next time.